Morning, welcome to Chatsworth. So I'll just give you a quick scan. I'm standing out the front. This building over here is the helicopter, I don't know, shelter, whatever. So the choppers land here on the flat. Over here is my veggies. So you won't see anything, there's just seeds in there now. Parsley, coriander, chives, basil. So I've just got the sprinkler on that this morning. They get the morning sun. Alright, should we start with the animals? I just fed the pigs and I swear to God, they eat like pigs. They warm most of their food. I'm going to have to get better at that. Poured it all over their heads. Stupid things. These are our orange trees. This is the chook pen. Our chickens are all over here. I just fed them too, so that's my morning job now. I do breakfast, I feed the humans, then I feed the chickens, and then I go in and do the shit show that is the pigs. This is a lemon tree. That over here is a tiny little lime tree that I've got to slow water on. I'm trying to bring it back from the brink of death. So here's the chook pen. Here's our rooster. Noisy bastard. Oh, we got two roosters actually. And more chickens in there. And a cow's leg. And our pigs. I'll just bring you through and show you our pigs. I'm not sure what this is. Looks like a generator or something to me. So this is the pig pen. Oh, they're going to come running. I'm actually a little bit scared of these sows. We have 3 sows. Sometimes they jump up. They've been actually quite well behaved. This is the one that's wearing all the... Oh, see? Get down. All right, I'm going. You're scary. I'll come back later with some scraps for them from the kitchen. They're still hungry. I get worried because Andrew said sometimes they jump the fence. I don't want to be attacked by a pig. All right, coming into the house compound now. This first shed here with the green door is our garden shed apparently, and a chemical house. I haven't actually looked in there. It's a bit scary. Do you want to open it and have a look? Let's do it. I haven't done this before. Oh, it's actually not too bad. Andrew is pretty organised. Oh, I wish I knew this was here the other day. And I was doing my gardening. Oh, look, there's a hoe and everything. Would have made it so much easier for me. So that's the gardening shed. I've got to bring the broken sprinkler in here. All right. Very good. Well, that's not as scary as it looked. The washing line, obviously. This is the laundry. A little mini bike there. Alright, I just put a load of washing on. It's a bit messy at the moment. This is all the bedding and stuff that's come from the mines. So I'm in the middle of washing that out. But as you can see, there's lots of spider webs and they just shit everywhere. I won't be using this, whatever this is. Hot water service. And the washing machine, washing powder. And these are good clean out. This is a mission for another day. Alright, coming around the back. I'll turn the sprinklers on as we go. I'm sorry if I'm sniffing. I'm always waking up with hay fever. This is a train, steam train. I asked Andrew about this. Apparently, back in the day, the bores used to run, the pumps for the bores used to run on wood fire. So the trains is how they would get from bore to bore, and the Bormans used to live out at the bores. Sorry, I'm just picking up sprinklers and moving them about. So you can see there's lots of gum trees. This is kind of my area where I hang out, up the top here. We've got a fair walk. I'll try to make it interesting for you. Alright, that sprinkler's on. This building here is the girls' quarters. We only have one girl. She broke her collarbone. She's coming back today to go on light duties. So these are the quarters. Do you want a quick walk through the building? Now keep in mind they're young, so it's not going to be very clean. I'm told it's better than the boys' quarters. Oh, that's obviously a room that's not used. I'm not going to go in her room for privacy reasons. Couch, TV. And they all live in here. They have their own laundry. I know what you're thinking. You should probably use that laundry. That's alright. I've got to clean my other one. So that's the girls' quarters. More of the house compound will come back that way. Yeah, so they live in there. Or one girl does. Oh shit, it's wet here. Where is the tap? I'm going to move this sprinkler. This one stayed on all night because we have a lot of water. This building here is Casey, our head stockman. So this is her house. When the builders come, apparently in a couple of weeks, we've got she's got some minor renovations to be done in her place. I'm going to take you into the house. Apparently the builder's coming out with about 10 blokes, and he brings his own cook to help in the kitchen. She's Filipino. I might learn something from her. So that's nice. I'm just going to move this hose. So yeah, Casey's house. There's a lot of buildings. A lot of them aren't used. I think they're actually in the middle. I'm going to put the hose over here in front of the quarters. See if we can grow some greener grass. Oh no, nearly broke another sprinkler. Got to stop doing that. Oh my god. Just got to go back and turn this on. Probably wasn't a good idea to film and turn sprinklers on because it does take me some time. You might want to pour yourself a drink and sit down and watch this video. It's going to go for a bit. As you can see, the land is quite flat. There are some hills out there, but not many. I think it's good for Darren to do the grading, makes it easy. So this is the back of Casey's house. Obviously I can't walk in here. This is her house. Okay. She's got a little seating area, a little barbecue area, cages for dogs. She doesn't have a dog, but I guess if anyone comes and has a dog. She's got a carport and she's taken her motorbike. Normally there's a motorbike there. So going around Casey's house, this is the front part of her house. So I've got to walk back to the tap. everyone's self-sufficient with their own freshwater tanks, stuff like that. It's quite nice. We need to mow the grass, except I broke the mower. Well, I think it was going to break anyway, but it broke on me, so we're waiting for parts. So the grass is quite long at the moment. I'm not too worried about snakes because it's quite cold. I don't know, it was 2 degrees when we got up this morning, but the sun's out and it's quite nice now. I'm not wearing a jacket, but I am wearing long pants. Hey, none of her windows are open, are they? Shit, maybe I should move that a bit. She'll come in the house. Oh no, they're closed. They're closed. Okay, and this beauty will be our house. So right down the back. I have to tell you, this morning I'm going to move the hose as we go and then we'll go for a walk through. Hang on. I'll just drag it with me. Yeah, so this is going to be our house. At the moment we're down near the shed. Just let me get the sprinkler. This is my front garden. So here we go. Julie and Darren's place. Let's go have a look. There's a lot of work to be done. It's actually quite scary in here. So, front veranda. I don't know what's in this scary door. Okay. This seems to be like laundry, maybe. I don't know, maybe a bedroom. Anyway, it's got Eskies and a chest freezer and a dodgy looking aircon. And that would lead out to another veranda. Lots of verandas in Queensland. I like these old buildings. I hope they bring this back to really good. It's got a radio. All right, this is through to what will be the kitchen. So, yep. Actually, it's probably not that different to bloody King Street. That was a shithole. Through to, I guess, pantry. Another. I just got to watch for a walk. Oh, no, this is laundry. Oh, yeah, there's a washing machine in here. Hot water service and... Alright, that's enough of that. So, Andrew was telling me, I'm not sure what this is, just some kind of room. This takes you through to the lounge room, and of course there's doors there leading out to the veranda. Oh, there's a love clock. Stopped working years ago. So, the lounge room. Nice open fireplace. All of this has to be fixed. I take it new carpet. This takes us out to another enclosed veranda. I guess this would be the clothesline coming across this thing. What do we got down here? Oh, toilet. Okay, bathroom. Don't actually need a bath. I wonder if they can just ditch that. Shower. It's a big shower. Oh my god. Vanity, mirror, more windows. This, I take it, is a bedroom. Yeah, this is a good bedroom, big cupboard. And this takes you out to another veranda, little space. Oh, and that's That's that weird ass room. I don't know what that is, but she's broken. Oh, the vacuum's here. That's a good start. Kind of don't think it's up for the job. So that would be, I guess Darren and I would stay in this room, and then the bathroom and toilet would be there. So yeah, that's all right. And then out onto a veranda. And this is another bedroom. This is smaller, and it also doesn't have an aircon. And then that door takes you back onto the first veranda where we came in. So this would just be a spare room. I think we would live down there. Yeah. With a little private veranda out there, bathroom and toilet. Cool. I'm going to be very interested to see the after. Lounge room's nice. Love the fireplace. So this morning Darren had a chat to Andrew and asked whether him and I could stay next year. So a little kitchen. I probably won't use this. Oh, I might buy a coffee machine. Hope we get a new ceiling fan. Anyway. So he asked Andrew if we could sign on again for next year. So Andrew's like, you really don't even have to ask me. There's also no door to that veranda. Might ask for a door. All right, let's keep going. Anyway, that's the house. That's the house. And this would be around the side of the house. There's some yards over there. And of course the shed. It's a perfect position for Darren. This is the back of the house. Yeah, that's that enclosed veranda. And then Casey's right next door. There's her carts there. So, yeah, so he asked Andrew, can we stay? Andrew said yes. So Darren wants to buy a buggy. I think he wants it for hunting. He wants to be able to take the buggy hunting. And then when we leave, he'll just sell it. There's more cattle yards there. When they muster the close by paddocks, they'll bring the cattle here. These are just, I don't know, sheds, I suppose. And then the main shed's out there. All the utes and the whatever. So we're the last house actually we're not the last house. On the other side is the boys' quarters. We separate the boys and the girls for obvious reasons. They're young. There's a little tractor. Don't think it goes anymore, but it's cute. It's nice. Need to whip a snipper around it. Yeah. And just more tyres and storage and who knows. This is not my domain, I don't know down here. And this is looking back up the house compound. So the kitchen's way up there. We've come down one side. Oh no, there's Casey's motorbike. Do you like the sign? Do not enter if you cannot put things back or clean up after yourself. Do not turn the light on if you cannot turn it off again. I don't know what sort of shed this is. The white bike belongs to our head stockman. I don't know whose the others is. I love having a girl head stockman. She's so cool. A couple of work utes. And I'll zoom in because I'm not walking all the way over there. But our caravan Ah, is here. You can see. Park there. one of the sheds, and this is where they all hang out and work from during the day. The yards, they bring the horses here, all that kind of stuff. And if you see over here, all of this, see all that in black plastic and other stuff over there laying on the ground? That's all stuff for the house. The roof and the bits and pieces that the builders are going to need, that's all stuff that's been delivered so that when they come, everything's here and they can get started. What do you think about the house? It needs a lot of work. Alright, I've had the sprinkler on this lemon tree, another one. I won't have to buy lemons. I'm just going to move this sprinkler. Bring it over here. It's a bit brown over here. So this is probably getting a bit boring now. Should have just done a walk without doing the sprinklers. Anyway, it's got to be done. That'll do. It's a bit cold to be getting wet. So there's a lot of hedges here. And yeah, so that should be home sweet home. But he gets the ringers in and gets them to do gardening for a day. They trim all the hedges and whippersnipper and round up around the trees and stuff for weeds. So more sheds. Now this building here is the boys' quarters. Apparently it's filthy. I'm not going in there. I'm never going in there. I'll let that building remain a mystery. So they got their washing line. Right, I'm going to turn this hose off and move it somewhere. Yeah, these are the boys' quarters. Even Casey said to me, don't even bother going in there. That's more shed that you can see. That's where they've been putting all the stuff for the house renovation. There's tin for a new roof and all kinds of stuff. I'm very excited about it actually. Alright, where are we going to move this sprinkler? I want to put it under their clothesline where it's all dry, but they've always got clothes on it. This building here is the social club. I'll take you in there in a sec. This is where they drink beer and watch sport. I don't really come to the social club, obvious reasons. I can drink beer and watch sport at home. Okay. Oh, fuck. Alright. Oh. I just hurt myself doing absolutely nothing. I'll just go back and turn. Oh, that wind's chilly. You know what, but at least I'm not sweating. Oh man, this is a pretty tree. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's got the big prickles on it. It's pretty though. Oh, lovely flowers. Alright, the rec club. Or the social club, whatever you want to call it. So we've got an outdoor fire pit. MDH. An ice machine that doesn't work, but we're buying a new one. Big TV. This is where everyone comes and sits. I think we've stolen quite a few signs. Hey, this is their spot for after work and weekends and stuff. In here we have a pool table. It's pretty messy, they're not very clean, are they? We've got the bar fridge full of beer. It's awesome, they don't lock it here. You can have a beer whenever you want. Yeah, that needs to be cleaned up. There's a speaker for karaoke, I think. That's been banned, karaoke, and in here they've got like just a little lounge, TV, PlayStation, you know, whatever, just a hangout room. It does need a bit of a clean. Oh, and in here there's also a bedroom, just for like when other ringers come here, I guess. Shower, toilet. God, they're pigs. Whatever. So that's the rec club. It's not bad. I've seen worse. Barbecue. Alright. They're allowed in there when they're dirty, when they come back from work, so they can go straight and have a beer. And they don't have to have a shower. But when they come to the kitchen, everybody has to be showered. Nobody's allowed in the kitchen unless they're clean. And no shoes in the kitchen, except me, of course. I can't cook barefoot. Oh, where's the other sprinkler? Hang on. I forgot I'm doing a job. Where's the tap for that one, though? Oh, yeah, back there. Okay. So that's the back of the rec club. I'm going to drag it out here. This is turning out to be the longest video ever. What is it? Half an hour. And I'm still not done. That's because I've been walking in. Oh, that's as far as it goes. Walking in and out of the buildings. Wow, this is a really long, boring video. Oh, she's fresh, mate. God, it's nice in the sun. Might go and have a cup of coffee before I do anything. Another one. Buying a coffee machine. In fact, I'm going to encourage Andrew to do up his coffee machine. Buy a new one. Give me his old one. He did mention it once, and I haven't forgotten. I don't know what this is. This is just another building that doesn't get used. So we'll go and have a quick sneak peek. I would say this was quarters at some stage, just filled with furniture, doors. Some of the furniture's quite good. Like this table's alright. But Andrew said I get new furniture in the house, all brand new stuff. But that's a pretty good solid wooden table. Yeah, that's not bad. And then there's just like, yeah, like just rooms, yeah. Better shut the door. With the breezeway in the middle. So these are all just bedrooms. This one says, not Harry's room. Fair enough. The buildings are all concrete, so I think they're just going to renovate them like one at a time until they get the place back in its heyday. It would have been awesome. Everything's just run down. Andrew did tell us that. If at all during this conversation I've called him Adrian, I apologise. I just keep doing that. I don't know why. So that's one building. This is another building. We're nearly back to the end of the video. Actually, I'm going to put it over here. I don't even know if I've skipped a sprinkler or two. Whatever. More hedges. See, the grass is really long. She needs a cut. If someone hadn't broken the mower, that was my impression of Darren. So another building, just a little house. This one, you probably don't need to see all this, but anyway, I only open one door, which is this door. It's the only door I've ever been in. Can you see how I have to check it all first? Toilet, breezeway, just a room. Oh fuck, the door shut. Oh sorry, did I swear? It's alright, Lara, I know that wasn't for you, but I will send this video to Dad as well, so sorry for swearing, but the door just shut. Yeah, righto. I think we've seen enough old scary buildings. I don't think I want to come in here at night. I can get out. Andrew thinks I'm a chicken shit. I am a chicken shit. Anyway, just another little building that needs to be done up. Apparently his daughter stayed in there last time. It must have been a lot cleaner. We are back at the house, up the top near the kitchen, my area. So, I will just put this down here, I think. The grass is much better up here. Andrew laid some, I don't know what it is. It's not St. George, St. something grass, Saint something. Oh, there's Hank way down there. Oh, too late, Hank, he didn't want to be on video. These are I'll just show you quickly, the guest quarters. There's 2 rooms here. So when people, chopper pilots or mechanics or whatever come to stay, they stay here. Just a cute little room. Aircon, bathroom over there, toilet, cupboard. I come in here and change these rooms. They got a little outdoor seating area. Little welcome sign. In the second room. Oh look, there's a bedspread that Grandma made. It's the same sort of thing. It's just a room. It's quite cute. Bathroom, toilet, shower, whatever. So, this house here is Andrew's house, so I'm not going in there. That's his personal space. Out there is a tennis court. I don't know if you can sort of see. Anyway, we won't invade his space. This place in here I think is the office. And this spot here I've already showed you is our barbecue area. So you've already seen photos of this. Just all our seating for barbecue night. Rubbish bins, pizza oven, barbecue, smoker. This building here, this is all attached, Andrew's house and the kitchen and my house. So let's go in this door. There's heaps of doors, but we'll go in this way. This is at the back of the kitchen near the cold room. It might get noisy here because the cold room is noisy. Okay, cold room. seating breezeway sort of entryway. This is where I put all the guys' lunch food. So they've got all their little salad stuff, whatever. I just come here and help themselves. Andrew's house. My house. Actually, no, this goes through to the kitchen. The kitchen is quite old, but you know what? I'm totally in love with it now. Oh, sorry. Hang on. Well, through here, I don't have to open the door, but through here is our pantry. We've got freezers, more freezers. I don't know why I think you're going to find this interesting, but this is the pantry, so I've got all my food there. Then we've got, that's a freezer. More eskies. More freezers full of meat. I'm not sure that's a cow. I don't know, or a sheep, or a pig. I don't know. You have to ask Andrew. Toilet paper. More freezers. That's just all our bread, wraps, all that kind of stuff. So it's quite clean. Check out the lino, Dad. It's like from the, it's the old lino from Ridge House. What? That's gonna slam. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, back into the kitchen. This is the area where the guys make their morning sandwiches. I've sort of got my own island bench here, sink, whatever. Then there's another island bench, that's their sink. That's my rubbish and scraps. Coming around the other side. Is that a dishwasher? That is a dishwasher. So that's awesome. The guys put all their plates and stuff in there because you can never trust the ringers to wash things properly. New microwave, pretty happy about that. They're my muffins from yesterday. They're already half gone. Through here to the dining room. Dining room seats 12. We've got 2 extra chairs over there. They've got a fridge. We've got a tea and coffee area. We have a temporary urn. Ours broke and Harvey Norman hasn't got a good one for us. So we got lots of trophies and stuff from whatever. Oh, there's my rosemary, chilli and thyme. I planted that. So yeah, this is the dining area. This is a map of the property. I don't know. I don't understand it. Another door leading outside, back to the laundry and the oven. Pots and pans. This is where all the magic happens. Like I said, it looks old, but it's very doable. Another freezer just with veggies and chips and stuff like that. My little fridge, just guys aren't allowed in there. That's just for me, so I don't have to keep running to the cold room. So the kitchen's pretty good. This over here, I take it used to be a fridge, and now I just use it. Oh look, I got a pasta set. There was an Italian cook here. I'm gonna make my own pasta. So now I just use it as storage. I've got slow cookers, pie makers, my calendar, so I know what days I work. This is like where I store all the cleaning stuff, and this side is all baking stuff. Vacuum cleaners, I've got an ice cream maker, bread maker and air fryer. Not much interesting there. Then if we go through this door, so this is the kitchen, and through this door, this is my veranda. We've got to put up Starlink. We've got to get rid of that chair, it's annoying. Got to put up that. This is our little veranda. So through to the bathroom, pretty basic. Sink, toilet, shower, Darren's golf clubs, his motorbike helmet, and so that's the veranda leading into outside. Oh look, my communist hat, my Vietnam communist hat. Love it. Yeah, and so this is the bedroom. Sorry, just one sec. One sec. I haven't even made the bed today, but so that's, yeah, cupboard space. Got my jacket. I haven't made the bed, sorry about that. But, you know, you don't need to see everything. Got my bottle of wine, my TV, bar fridge, and just stuff. So it's quite cute. And put all my stuff there. Slabs of beer. Dirty washing. I got a few jobs to do today. And that's it. There's not much else other than that. We're back at the beginning, end of the video. Thanks for watching. Have a lovely little tree here. I'll just show you. So again, kitchen, that's my space. This is my little patio, and this side goes through. On the other side of this building is Andrew's house, and again, I'm not taking over there. Oh, one more thing to show you. The butcher shop. I have to show you this. This is the butcher shop. Obviously there's our water tanks behind the butcher shop. Barbecue area, guest quarters. So this is the butcher shop. Let's have a look. Andrew will say it's grubby, but I reckon it's bloody clean compared to places I've looked at. I don't even know what half this stuff is. So we hang the carcasses in there, all stainless steel benches, tubs. Whoa, the door just shut. Let's open that again. He's got like some kind of saw thing here for cutting the chops, and I think this gigantic thing, oh my God, the door's shutting again. That gigantic thing is a mincer. I don't even know what half of this stuff is, but it looks great. Like seriously, he's only got, oh my God, the door, it's windy outside. He's only got aircon in here, but it's enough to cool the place down. It needs a bit of a hose out, but, oh no, that's broken concrete, that's not, yeah, I thought that was like blood or something, it's not. It's pretty clean and it doesn't even smell. So that's the butcher shop. Andrew did that himself. He's been here for 10 years. He's like the best manager. Righto guys, I think you've seen enough. Well, that's me. Have a good day, and when that place gets renovated, I'll take you through and we'll see. We'll see the difference. You'll be like, I'm not living in there. I'm not either at the moment. I'm happy with our little room and ensuite over here, our little corner. Is that Henny Penny? Is she out again? There's a chicken that lives in here. She flies the chicken coop and she has made a nest in there somewhere. I'm not going in there. Anyway, it sounds like she's out again. I can hear something. Alright guys, enjoy. Thanks for coming on a tour of Chatsworth with me. Looks like I'm going to be here a while. Have a good day.